How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Patapon 2. This is actually the final episode of Patapon 2, I should have said. And in today's extremely long episode, an hour 26 minutes long, you might think like, Jesus Christ, that's a fucking long episode for a Patapon Let's Play. It is. I won't deny that it isn't. It is a fucking long episode. It's ridiculously long, actually, for a Patapon game. But the reason it is because the final boss fight just took me so fucking long to beat because my army got killed, as you might have expected, and then I just fought the final boss fight with like 2 Patapons left, and I just fucking kept on going. I was like, fuck it, I ain't restarting this shit, I'm gonna pull this off. And yeah, that's why this episode's so ridiculously fucking long. And another thing, the fuck I was meant to say. Yeah, so if you're watching this, the next Let's Play after this one is gonna be Mortal Kombat 9, or Mortal Kombat, or just Mortal Kombat, because it's what the actual name of it is, and that's what I'm gonna call it, a Mortal Kombat Let's Play. I already recorded that a while ago, earlier than this Let's Play at least, and, well, I guess it makes sense, but, like, way earlier, because this Let's Play is from over a year ago, like this footage I'm watching right now. And yeah, next episode, Let's Play is Mortal Kombat. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, 2022 is gonna be the 5th anniversary of my channel, and I thought it would be kinda nice to celebrate that, even though there's nothing to celebrate, but whatever, by maybe redoing one of my Let's Plays. Which I know you might be saying, like, OrosZ, didn't you redo a fucking Vice City Let's Play recently? Yeah, I kinda did. My lamp is fucking possessed. It's keep turning on and off on its own. I don't really need it. Either way, it's fine, but whatever. And yeah, but it's the definitive edition, so it's kinda different, right? Not really, but I treated it as a different Let's Play. I even called it a trilogy instead of calling it the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Let's Play, because I already did one. I should have called it the Vice City Definitive Edition and not fucking fuck around with the trilogy. That was not as good of an idea as I thought at the beginning. I just wanted to make it different than the normal Let's Play. What is this level we're doing, by the way? This is the final level, what the fuck? Last episode was long too, it was like an hour long. I was like exactly an hour long or something like that? I don't remember really, but it was long. Maybe the reason this episode is so long is because I did 2 fucking missions still. And one of them was long on its own. Yeah, and I thought maybe I could redo a Mortal Kombat 10 Let's Play. Because my original, the first Let's Play I ever did was Mortal Kombat 10. Or Mortal Kombat X, whatever you want to call it. And the thing about it is that like the first episode there was like an echo sound going on and it was kind of fucked up. A lot of the other episodes, there was some episodes later where I changed my microphone volume because I thought it was too loud, so I made it quieter, and I made it too fucking quiet and you couldn't hear anything I had to say. Which, I don't imagine if I ever redo a Mortal Kombat 10 Let's Play, I'll say exactly the same things as I said in the original one. I'll just say whatever the fuck I want. But I'll probably be playing the game as I'm doing the recording, unlike Mortal Kombat 9, which I already have the footage recorded for, but I'll do the commentary separately, which is probably a good idea for a fighting game, because as much as Mortal Kombat has a lot of cutscenes in between the fights, during the fights it's kinda hard to talk about stuff, because you really gotta focus on what the fuck you're doing. Which you can see in my Mortal Kombat 11 Let's Play, which I also did, or my holiday specials from last year, where I played Mortal Kombat 11, and my commentary in those episodes came down to me just being like, oh fucking goddamn it, son of a bitch, ah fuck. That's how it was pretty much the whole time. But those were really hard. Thank God the Easter one didn't work, because I think that one might have just driven me just as insane as all the other ones. Ah, my fucking eyes. Yeah, I just finished Grand Theft Auto Vice City the Definitive Edition, recorded the last episode, so I thought it would be fitting if I also recorded the last episode of this series, especially since all my remote lessons are done for today. May I just say something about fucking online classes? They're absolutely a dreadful experience. Because it's like, all these people in my class, who I only saw a couple of times, I have no fucking idea who any of them are, because I just don't interact with them at all. It's only like I show up, I say I'm fucking present, yes, I'm here, and then I fucking listen, and sometimes I don't even listen, sometimes I just like turn the fucking volume off, and I just fucking do whatever the fuck else. And it's just fucking awful, man. It's like, fucking college sucks. Coronavirus didn't make it any better. I feel like if I actually genuinely had to go to these lessons and sit there every fucking time, I'd probably hate it too. I'd probably be like, oh my god, I spent the whole fucking day sitting in the fucking dormitorium or whatever the fuck it's called. But overall, if I complain about that, but also had the comparison to fucking sitting at home, just listening to this bullshit. Like, what sucks is because, like, when I was, like, in high school, right, and I would, go to school, I fucking hated the school, I didn't hate my own house. And now, with the fucking whole online classes bullshit, I'm starting to genuinely fucking hate looking at, like when I look through my phone and I see the fucking calendar app, I'm just getting fucking pissed. I'm just like, oh, fuck this fucking app. I see the fucking, my fucking Gmail, because I'm using a different fucking email for my personal email, so the Gmail is solely for school. So when I see the Gmail and there's like notifications for it, I'm just like, oh, fuck this fucking bullshit. Got a fucking Gmail notification, probably some bullshit I have to write. I hate it, I just can't fucking stand it, it's so fucking awful. Can't do much about it either, I guess. Yeah, why am I fighting this thing again? Got some apple juice here, because I haven't drank an energy drink in a while. Not because I decided to quit or anything. Like, I decided to drop energy drink off. No, I just wasn't at store recently to pick any up. Got sitting at home for a couple of days in a row now. Really not going out much. Not even playing any video games. I haven't played much recently. I think I'm in my depressive fucking state again. I remember last year was exactly the same, except it was more like December where I got really fucking depressed and sad, and I just was like laying in bed all day, just not even bothering to get the fuck up. I was just like, whatever, I don't care. I feel like I'm back to it. I don't know, I feel horrible recently. Maybe not recently, I just feel fucking horrible all the fucking time. Kinda funny, I remember the beginning of this Let's Play, I was also feeling really horrible. Nothing changed. Great. This Let's Play is really fucking long, by the way. And it's a Patapon 2 Let's Play, like, I don't know, it's kinda surprised me how long this game turned out to be. Because Patapon 1 I was like 20 episodes long, and this is like 40? It's like twice the length. But then again, I did a lot of side bullshit that was completely pointless. But I also did that in Patapon 1. I don't know, I feel like Patapon 1 overall might be a better game to play than 2. Like, if you like 1, then I recommend playing 2. But if you play 2, you might not want to play 1 after all. This game. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Also, these games aren't very... like, they're connected, but the story just, like, completely neglects whatever the fuck happened in the first game. Like, what the fuck happened to all the Zigotons? I thought we were working together now. I thought we reached the promised land. Why do we need to reach it again in this game? Like, what the fuck happened? Just a lot of bullshit that I don't have fucking no clue what the fuck this is about. Maybe they were explaining it in, like, dialogue that happened on the screen and I just didn't pay attention to any of it. Who the fuck paid attention? I most certainly don't. Yeah. Anything else I gotta say? I don't think so. I'm gonna stay quiet for the rest of this video. Might do good for my throat. I was recording Vice City recently and I've been like sitting. I think it was just like over an hour and then my throat just fucking hurt me. Oh yeah, I was actually had an energy drink. A new one that I never had before, but somebody drank it before I get a chance to. Second time in a row, too. So that's kinda funny. Must really like this energy drink I keep trying to buy and review, but I can't get it. I won't get a chance to because somebody's keep fucking drinking it before I get a chance to. I was saying a lot how I wanted to go to the gym because I figured maybe I can help myself with this whole fucking depressive state. I don't want to say I have depression, because I don't think I reached that point where I'm just completely fucking... Like, if I reached depression, I would, like, not even bother to get up to do this fucking Let's Play bullshit. I'd be just like, whatever, I'm not doing anything. So I just like to say I'm kinda sad and not depressed. But, my point is, what the fuck I was trying to say? I forgot. I was trying to say... No, I can't remember. Another great fucking thing about me, my memory lasts like 5 seconds and then I forget. My lamp turned itself on again, nice. Thank you, lamp, I really needed light this moment. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That I wanted to go to the gym again, and I thought maybe I could get like a... Because before what I did, I would often get like a morning membership at the gym every summer. And I would go to the gym early. But now I have classes, because I'm in motherfucking college. I hate it. And I got classes early in the morning a lot, so if I bought a morning voucher for the gym that I go to, I would just waste it, because half the time I couldn't even go there, right? So I figured maybe I'll pay the additional $10 or whatever, and I'll buy like all-day vouchers, so I can go at whatever the fuck time I want. And for example, tomorrow I got classes, maybe after that I could fucking get my ass to the gym and work out a bit. Maybe that'll motivate me to not be such a worthless piece of shit. And who knows, maybe if I will keep renewing my fucking subscription to the gym, maybe I'll lose some weight, maybe I'll feel better about myself, maybe, I don't fucking know, I'll feel good for the first time in my life in a long fucking while. I don't really fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about, depressing shit. You came into this Patapon Let's Play expecting me to cry out my fucking woes to you, to really give a shit about any of this. I should just focus on the game, but like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Like, oh, I used the fucking attack song. Really? I used an attack song? I didn't use the run the fuck away and quit the mission song? No? Look, I used the charge song, pretty nifty, pretty innovative of me. Try to obliterate this thing. Maybe I tried to do this mission because I wanted to get like one more good item before I reach the final boss, and maybe this fortress that we're fighting is supposed to give me that item. Why didn't I do the minigames? Those would give me a lot of like unique stuff. I think last episode we did a bunch of minigames, right? All the ones that I haven't shown you before. Also, another thing, I haven't recorded this game in a long time. I just like took a really long break. Like I recorded the last episode and I think it was like 3 weeks ago already, so I don't really remember what the fuck I said or what happened last episode, so it's kinda hard to remember. But they're showing something about Starfield, which is pretty cool. Even though I've heard a lot of rumors that sounds very plausible, that Starfield is definitely going to be an Xbox exclusive, and that's a shame because I really wanted to play it, but I don't want to get an Xbox. I already got a PS5. Now what you may be saying, like, oh, why don't you get a Game Pass on PC? I don't think my PC can run this very well, but I know what you're saying, but isn't Game Pass a cloud gaming thing? Is it? Then again, my internet connection's not too great either, so either way I'm fucked. Nice. either way I'm fucking screwed. And a lot of people have been saying that Elder Scrolls 6 is also gonna be an Xbox exclusive. I hope that won't be the case, because if that's the case, then I actually might wanna buy an Xbox just to play that. I really would like to play this game. Starfield I can, like, maybe suffer through the fact that I won't be able to play it. I'll just, like, watch Let's Plays of it or something. But Elder Scrolls 6, man, I really wanna play it. Not to mention that this year, 2022, I should begin a Skyrim Let's Play. Took me long enough, right? 11 fucking years after the release. Well, 11 years after the release, I haven't been doing Let's Plays only until 2017. I guarantee you, if I found out how to make Let's Plays and learned how to do it earlier, I would have... This Let's Play would have been over like 3 years ago or something. Actually, it wouldn't, because the remaster didn't came out. When did it came out? 2019, I think? Yeah, I don't know. You think in 2023 we'll get a Patapon 3 remaster? Because I'll be all for it, to be honest. Would love to play it. Been rewatching a lot of Half-Life VR. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I know why. Because Wayne uploaded like a new series where he's going to Half-Life Alyx, and he has like a gnome with him that keeps talking. I don't know how it's done. I think it might be done by like people who donate get to you know, tell what the gnome should say. Or there is some, because the gnome says a lot of stuff like I hate you, and then he says I love you. He's keep contradicting himself, you know? It's a word that has dick in it. Contradicting himself. So I think it's just like maybe people on the chat are able to tell what the gnome should say. Something like that. Also, you know what? Watching like Minecraft fucking ads on Twitter makes me wonder why the fuck haven't they done a Minecraft animated series yet? That'd be great. I will watch it, even though I don't really play Minecraft all that much. I would just watch it. Yeah, and speaking of watching series, Lupin the Third, Part 5, the final arc of that show. I kind of forgot how it begins. Yeah, I heard like a lot of mixed things about Part 6, but I'm probably gonna watch Part 6 right after I'm done with Part 5. So what the fuck was it? Is it in the game? Jesus Christ, I don't even know anymore. She's fucking scaring me. I'm paranoid, I'm fucking insane. Yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Again. Nah, I was talking about Lupin. I was saying something about Part 5, the final arc of it. So the villain of the final arc, and I guess the big villain of this whole series, he appeared in the third arc in the background, but he wasn't like, he was just kind of like a little bit, it was just like set up for him to become the main bad guy, right? So he comes back in this arc, and he basically invented this like social media that's able to like scan. Basically, you're able to like fucking look up anything about anybody. You're able to look up their past. You're able to look up their name, age, favorite things. It's like Facebook's, except with a bit more invigilation, you know? Is that the word I was looking for? Are we really not gonna pull off killing this thing before the level ends? Jesus Christ, it's a long fucking level. 19 minutes of me fighting this fucking piece of shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but basically the app also allows people to like take pictures, and like people in the background would be scanned. So like you could, for example, if someone claims that they weren't somewhere, the app would scan other people's profiles to find out that on that day he was in the background of a picture. So his claim that he wasn't in a place is bullshit. And it's basically, you know, violation of privacy, as then you gotta put it. Even though it's supposed to help people, you know, and I guess the main bad guy kinda has good intentions, but in like a twisted way. He gives us backstory, I think, later. Actually, I think somebody else says that, but they give him a backstory about how all his daughter was taken from him after he got divorced, and then his wife committed suicide and his daughter went missing. And I was immediately like, oh, his daughter is Amy, right? And later they revealed that, but I was like, yeah, I fucking called it immediately when they said it. So I don't know what the fuck this game tried to surprise, this fucking anime tried to surprise me with. I'm scrolling through my Twitter because I was like, maybe it's like some gaming news I can fucking talk about and share my opinions, but all I see on my timeline, all the shit I retweeted, is just a bunch of fucking memes. 9 years since Far Cry 3 release, like, whatever. Far Cry 3 I do mean to do a Let's Play on, but God knows when the fuck I'll do it. I heard that Cyberpunk has very good reviews on Steam. Like the reviews for Cyberpunk are mostly positive on Steam. Joke's on you, because I liked that game from the beginning. Even though if you go back to that Let's Play, that was like almost a year ago. And you can really tell that I was really kind of, even in a worse fucking state of mind that I am right now. I was really fucked up. It's just fucking... That's when I was like fucking really depressed. It's really fucking sad. I'm keep posting these fucking videos of like fucked up glitches I found in Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. There are a lot of interactions from people. Very nice. Very nice. Just like, I don't even fucking try, I'm just playing the game and it just kinda happens. It's just like fucked up shit's happening all the fucking time. Blah blah blah. Why am I sitting in the menu for? I don't know. Why? What am I doing this for? Also, Game Awards coming up. You know what? Fucking seeing the nominations for this year Game Awards, it really just fucking proved my point that, man, this year was fucking boring. It was like nothing good released this year. Like nominations for like games of the year, like whatever the fuck games. Like I don't really even care. It was a very fucking slow year, I guess. I guess all thanks to the coronavirus last year. You know? Fucked everything up. Why am I sitting in this menu? Is this why this episode's so long? I was just sitting in the menu for an hour? You're fucking shit again. Fucked up. Yeah, and a new Crash Bandicoot game was supposed to be maybe shown. I don't know what it is, because recently I heard that it's actually supposed to be a Crash Bash. Not like a remaster of Crash Bash, the original one, but it's supposed to be like a sequel to Crash Bash. Where it's just Crash Bash, but like a different minigames and shit. Which, maybe I would like. But I'm not a big fan of party games, so I would probably buy it just because it's Crash Bandicoot. We're in the final level of the game right now, by the way. If you don't remember last episode, because I remember it very vaguely, in the last episode, we fought the scary Carmen Wizard in this place, and he was a very tough fight. And here's the final boss fight, and for the next hour, we'll be fighting this guy. He's not that hard, to be honest. It's just that he's fucking like, he has a fuck ton of health, and like I said, I lost a lot of my, Jesus Christ, I lost a lot of my fucking Patapons really fast, but I was like, I'm not giving up. See, like 2 of my Megapons are already dead. I think I might have restarted this, by the way. I think the reason this episode's so long is because my first attempt, I really tried to persevere and pull through. And I fought him for like half an hour maybe, and then I died. And then I tried it again, and the second time I defeated him, but it also took very long. So this is the reason why this episode is so fucking long. Yeah. I kind of forget what the fuck else happened in this episode. You know what's funny about what's not funny, but like what's interesting about my favorite anime, Bobo Bobo Bo. There's more bows, but whatever. What's interesting about that is, I remember in one of the final episodes, it came out in 2002, that anime I'm talking about. And I remember that in one of the episodes they say something about how maybe they'll meet up for a 20th anniversary special. And well, I guess it's supposed to be next year, so I wonder if they'll actually fucking, you know, keep their word and actually do a special. I kinda doubt it, but it'd be nice to see something. Like, I bet the people who made Bobo Bobos have some kind of a celebration thing. Like, I think it was like 2 years ago when they actually released, like, Blu-ray physical copies of Bobo Bo, so that's kinda cool. I never got my hands on it, but whatever. I don't really care that much. I have it all pirated on a disc anyway. Another thing that they were supposed to show on the Game Awards was a possible Metal Gear related thing, and like a lot of rumors about this stupid ass fucking Metal Gear thing, because it's like some sites claim that it's gonna be a Metal Gear Solid remake, another one, some people claim that it's gonna be a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I personally would really like a Metal Gear 1 remake, you know, the original Metal Gear on MSX, because, like, let's be honest, how many people played that game? Have you played it? I doubt you did. And that would make sense to fucking make a... It would make sense to make a fucking remake of that, because not many people played it, right? I was talking about Lupin. So yeah, this fucking evil guy's giving a presentation about this fucking app he made, which... Like, the thing about it, this guy, is that he's very convincing, he has a whole speech prepared, yes, this guy changes forms, just like the final boss of the original Patapon, except this guy's, like, way dumber. I don't like this guy at all. Like, the devil from the first game was kind of funny, and how he changed forms, but this guy just looks fucking weird. I don't like him. He also goes from being like a scary animal to being like a guy with a mask on and like a fucking torch for some reason. Yeah, but he gives this fucking speech and he looks evil as fuck. He has this fucking evil grin on his face all the fucking time, and he pretty much shows the whole fucking audience that he can just fucking find out anything about them any moment he wants. And like, why would anybody not immediately be like, oh, I kinda don't wanna fucking have anything to do with that? Oh, thank you for killing my fucking hero Patapon, that really helped. My stupid ass hero Patapon who refuses to fucking follow orders because he's superior to other Patapons, he's not gonna die. Fucking moron. And as I was saying, you know what's funny about Part 6? Only thing I've seen about Part 6 are like screenshots from episodes. How you see how the Megapon hat fell off when he died? Proving that they were hats. The intro looks kinda lame. Like, the intro to Part 5 is great, I love the intro to Part 5, but the intro to Part 6 is the only thing I've seen so far. Looks kinda lame. It's kinda stupid, to be honest. So I like how Part 5, even though it has Lupin in like the same getup as Part 4 had him, at least he had like a neat gadget where he has this fucking monocle throughout this series that he uses to like scan things and shit. It's like what Ami has, except Ami has like access to like all this fucking internet from her fucking eyes, because she has like it implanted into her eyes, which is kind of weird. Lupin only has a monocle on his fucking head, on his face. Yeah, and then I swear to God, people just start snitching on Lupin wherever he goes. He's just eating food, which that scene of him eating food really made me hungry because this food looked really nice. And everybody just starts snitching on him and called the police. Like, who the fuck does that, man? Jesus Christ, fuck whoever the fuck did that. Like, they walked up to fucking police and straight up snitched on him while he was just eating food. Snitches get stitches, that's what they fucking get. Fucking pieces of shit, fuck this characters. And Lupin's like trying to get the fuck away to the sewers, but the app can also predict his previous activities and kinda give people the probability of where Lupin will appear next. And the police is using that to their advantage because they have They're constantly on Lupin's tail because they just have an app that fucking predicts where Lupin will go. Also, the fucking chase scene with the police like mindlessly follows them. Like Lupin jumps off a cliff and Lupin, drives a car like a cartoon character, so he's always landing on all four. But the fucking police cars also drive after him and they just immediately fucking crash. Like, Jesus Christ, it's like GTA level of cops. They just fucking mindlessly jump after everybody. They don't even think about their well-being. Like, probably some of them fucking died. Even though we don't get to see it, but, they probably did. Just gotta assume that they probably did. Also, a lot of callbacks to like the first arc, because there is the Rat Clan, which was the clan of assassins that followed Lupin in the first arc of Part 5. This arc is very reminiscent of the first arc, except it's on a much bigger scale, because this time, like, it's not just a silly game a bunch of crypto miners that get pissed off at Lupin started using to piss him off and try to get assassins to kill him. Instead, it's like this big corporation trying to fucking get Lupin to fucking get arrested, because if their app manages to fucking get Lupin arrested, that'll be like the final proof that their app is like fucking great. And also Goemon leaves for training in the mountains. And the fucking disguise that Lupin was using like this whole time as an old man, finally the app sees through it. So finally Lupin kinda gets discovered by the owner of the cafe that he was staying at this whole entire time under the cover of being an old man. The app, and I straight up, the fucking reason they find out is because somebody took a picture of their girlfriend and the fucking app saw him in the background and fucking figured out it was him, which is fucking ridiculous shit. See, this is why this app sounds fucking insane. Also, I really like the scene where a bunch of villains from previous episodes come back. Like, there's a guy who comes back from the first arc. I don't really remember who the fuck he was, but he claims he's the last member of the Rat Clan. A guy from Part 4 comes back, who was the guy he was also in an Italian game at the very beginning. He was the one who kidnapped Rebecca and put her in a train. A bunch of other bad guys who look like they're from something, but I completely don't remember what the fuck they're from. It might be from previous parts, like Part 2 and 3. Meaning that I guess Part 2 and 3 are still canonical in one to the events of this one. The continuity of Lupin is very fucking complex and very loose. See, guys, I'm fighting this fucker with 2 Patapons left. This is what I was talking about. The reason why this fight took me so long. Yeah, so the public loves the app because it's like Facebook's except even worse. I hate Facebook, by the way. I don't even use Facebook. I never used Facebook. I only made a profile on Facebook one day because everybody did. And I only posted like 2 fucking things on it, maybe in my whole fucking life. I really like the scene where like people find out that Lupin probably lives in the cafe that the old man is staying in, and then the owner, the cute girl who works at the cafe, comes out, and everybody stands there with like signs, and they have these like intimidating looks, and they're just aiming their phones at her. Kind of like, maybe what the symbolism here is supposed to be is that phones are like the new weapon of the new age. Maybe I'm looking too deep into this or whatever. But then Lupin, finally reveals himself, that he wasn't an old man, and he takes the girl who let them stay at her fucking cafe the whole time hostage. But then thankfully he reveals to her that he's not a fucking dick like he appeared to be when he took her hostage. He only did it so that people wouldn't think that she's his accomplice, I guess. Also, Albert shows up throughout like this whole story after his arc ended, but I really have no idea what his involvement is. He just shows up, says something, and it's like, I don't really care what the fuck he said. And it's a funny scene where Goemon's training in the mountain, and some girl got fucking lost and decided to approach the samurai with a sword and freak out about how cool he is. And she takes a picture of him without him giving her a fucking allowing her to do that. He even gets pissed off about that, and then she immediately posts it to the fucking internet, the fucking Facebook thing I was just talking about, and she finds out that Goemon is a fucking assassin, obviously. And gets fucking scared and run away. Fucking dumb bitch. And the dumbest thing happens, in my opinion. Goemon here's... Oh yeah, there's something about this app. You can ask questions about a person, and the app will tell you the probability of them being true. So like, if let's say if you went onto my profile in this non-existent app, and you asked me whether I'm a fucking idiot, the app would probably scan the internet and find out that I run a Let's Play channel nobody watches, and it would answer that yes, I am a fucking idiot. And in Goemon's case, he found out that the app thinks he's just a henchman to Lupin. So that kinda gets on Goemon's pride, and he's really mad about that. I really like doing these Patapon episodes, because all I do is just recap fucking shit I watched recently. Also, something cool about this part is that Lupin actually has a different car in it than he usually does. He usually has that fucking Fiat 500, right? But in this part, after the arc with Albert ended, he gave Lupin his car, because I think a couple of episodes back, Lupin trashed his fucking Fiat 500. I think in the first arc it happened. So now he had no car, I guess. And now he's driving around in Albert's car, which proven to also be a really good thief vehicle because it has like bulletproof glass and shit. So that's pretty cool. And just like seeing Lupin in a new car is pretty cool. Also, Fujiko got kidnapped by the bad guy, which... Like, man, if he really didn't want people to think he's a bad guy, maybe he shouldn't be fucking kidnapping people. Fucking moron. Trying to see if like there's some more fucking gaming shit I can find. I don't see any of it. Maybe I should comment on what's going on in the game. Because I don't know. I'm fighting this boss fight over and over, there's not much to say. Running a Let's Play channel is really hard. Gotta talk all the fucking time. I barely say a fucking word the entire fucking day, and all of a sudden I sit down and I have to talk non-fucking stop. Sounds ridiculous. Ridiculous. If I'm being honest. Oh, my eyes. Oh, interesting stuff. I just found out. In the newest update, the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition, they restored... I failed the mission, I told you I would do that. I think he ate one of my Patapons, and then I realized that I'm not defeating this guy with just one Patapon. It ain't gonna happen. They restored the cinematic camera. So are you saying perhaps they fucking fucked up this game on purpose just to fucking pretend to be fixing all the issues and be like, oh, we're listening to our fans, guys. Look, we fixed fucking... this game being shit. Yeah, I wonder if by the time this video comes out I continued my Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Let's Play with San Andreas. I'm really confused, should I? No, I guess I shouldn't, because it's the Trilogy Let's Play, not San Andreas Definitive Edition. Like, I was thinking maybe I should give the thumbnails. Like, I should start recounting the number of episodes, but no, I shouldn't probably do that. You know what, with Patapon 3, I think I'm going to experiment less with my army, because I feel like I'd be better off if I just didn't change anybody's class. Also, what is this ability? It puts me to sleep. That's not very threatening. I can immediately fucking cancel it out. Oh, fucking hero Patapon, don't do it. Oh, you moron. Why? Immediately at the fucking beginning. Right off the bat. Oh, what a fucking idiot. You know what, I'm gonna have to restart my recording, so I'm gonna do it right now, since I fucked up anyway. Alright, I hope the commentary ain't gonna be too fucked up, because I had to restart the recording, because my recording only records up to an hour, and then it goes away. And yeah, whenever I'm recording a commentary that lasts longer than an hour, I make sure to somewhere in the middle of it reset it, so I wouldn't fucking lose my commentary. Also, you know what's something that sucks? I remember when I was recording my Just Cause 3 Let's Play, and the game crashed, and I lost the footage that lasted pretty long, and I had to restart the whole game. But I was thankfully at the beginning of the game, so it didn't take me that long to get back to the part I was at. But it still sucked that I had to do that. And a while later, I think PlayStation updated that because I was recording Lego City Undercover, and the game crashed. But the footage I was recording got saved. Now recently I've been recording Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and the game crashed. But the footage didn't get recorded, it just disappeared. So, I don't know, like, I wish PlayStation added that functionality back into it. I'm surprised I didn't just decide to quit since my hero died at the very beginning. I could just easily restart this level again. Maybe even cut out this part. It's just stupid. Also, you know what's something I wish I was allowed to do on this PlayStation 5? When I record something and then I need to scrap that recording, I wish I could immediately just cancel the recording. Like I could in PS4 when you do a recording and then you go into share screen and you don't save the recording and just quit, the recording just goes away. I remember that gave me trouble. I had to really make sure to click the share button twice for the recording to be saved, because if it wasn't, if I only clicked once, I would lose it. But I didn't realize that you can just scroll down when the share menu pops up and just click save the recording, and I didn't have to fucking lose as much recording as I did. Which is pretty lame. I was thinking maybe like a lot of CD Projekt Red claimed that, you know, there's gonna be like a substantial update to Cyberpunk in 2022. They're gonna release some free shit, and there's gonna be the major DLC. And who knows, maybe even because it's a major fucking fuck up that game was, maybe the first major DLC will be released for free or something like that. That'd be pretty neat. I don't hold much hope for it. Maybe it will be. That'd be pretty nice. And because if it's gonna be paid, I don't expect me to buy the DLCs to Cyberpunk. I don't really gonna do that. I don't really care enough to buy them. Maybe one day when I will get some kind of a Game of the Year edition for no reason. Like I'll get it for free, I'll be like, oh, I guess I can go back and record the DLCs. But then how the fuck would I record DLCs? It doesn't make any sense, because the ending of Cyberpunk is pretty, like, not really open-ended. I guess the DLCs are meant to be beaten during the playthrough of the original Cyberpunk. Or like the base game, I mean. There's only one Cyberpunk game, so I guess it is the original one. Yeah. There's a new Sam & Max game coming out. I forgot what it's called, but it sounds pretty cool. I think it's a remaster of an already existing game, but I'm not sure. And I don't think it's coming out on PlayStation, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. And I'm really scrolling through Twitter just to fucking find shit to talk about. A long time ago I heard rumors that perhaps there's something TF2 related coming out, but it doesn't have to be a new TF2 game, or a Team Fortress game, I mean. You know, it's like maybe they restored the whole idea of a Team Fortress animated series. So I'd be all for it, to be honest. I'd be the fucking coolest shit ever, because I fucking love TF2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And speaking of TF2, maybe once I'm done with the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Let's Play, and before I begin my Wonderlands Tiny Tina's Wonderlands Let's Play. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze in a TF2 Let's Play, more episodes of that. Or after the Wonderlands Let's Play and in between Skywalker Saga. Because I think Skywalker Saga, LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, is coming out somewhere on the spring. But then again, I also meant to record, like I was just saying, I was meant to record a Mortal Kombat 10 Let's Play. I was saying that, right? I hope I was. Maybe I said that in my Grand Theft Auto Let's Play and I'm confusing which fucking Let's Play happened first. I want to show you some games. I can talk about some games that I have like on my wish list. Because you guys might know. I get an idea of what what you could expect from my channel. I got a bunch of Atari games because there's this whole Atari Flashback Classics on PlayStation, but there are a bunch of Atari games. I don't really intend to make Let's Plays of Atari games. There is Borderlands 2 VR, which I'm probably not going to do a Let's Play on, but I would love to play it. Fairy Tail, based on the anime that I watched a while ago and I didn't really like all that much. Remember that anime pissed me off more than it made me want to watch it. Arcs were so fucking long and it was just dragging like fucking insane. A Boy and His Blob, which is I believe a Wii game that got ported to PS4, based on an NES game, and I believe both of these games are pretty good, the NES game and the Wii game, and so the port on PS4 is probably also good. Trials of Mana, even though I did a Let's Play on Secret of Mana a while ago, and I hated it, that was probably the worst game I ever made a Let's Play out of. I don't know why I did a fucking Let's Play out of it. Trials of Mana, I heard it's really good, so that's nice. Streets of Rage 4, I beat in Streets of Rage 1 last year, and I really wanted to record that Let's Play with somebody to try to do that. I did that with Jump King, where I did a Let's Play with someone, even though I fucked up the sound and you could barely hear us talking, so that was kind of a big fuck up. I beaten the first Streets of Rage and I was hoping to maybe play it with a friend because it's a really easy game. We could just sit down, talk, and beat it in like one sitting. We wouldn't have to like meet multiple times a week like I record my Let's Plays all by myself, right? And yeah, Streets of Rage 4 is great, from what I heard. I heard Streets of Rage 3 isn't that great, but I only played 1 so far, and 1 was fucking difficult as fuck. I think I had to go through it twice because I went to the final boss and I had like 1 life left and I couldn't pull it off. Judgment. I did a gameplay and such out of Judgment, but it was I was playing a borrowed copy of the game, so once the game goes on sale, preferably like some kind of a minus over 50% kind of sale, like a bigger sale. This guy's timing on this attack sucks, because by the time my Patapons run away, when he does attack, they're running back, and it's just really fucked up. Cuphead. I actually played through Cuphead with my friend a while back, but we didn't beat the whole game. We got pretty far, but we didn't beat it. So perhaps I'll beat it myself. It's on a sale right now, actually, 40% sale. If you want to check it out. It's probably over by the time this video comes out, but maybe not. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll play Cuphead. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. I bought the first one already. You know, once I'm done with like Castlevania, we can do the Bloodstained games, because they're basically more Castlevania, but there's so many Castlevania games available right now. There is the Castlevania like Requiem collection, which contains Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood, and I finished that one. But there's also Castlevania Anniversary collection, which contains Castlevania 1, which I mean to do a Let's Play of, 2, which I made a gameplay and such out of, and I don't really mean to do a Let's Play out of. 3, I'm kind of flipping off the screen while trying to list these games right now. It's kind of funny. Wish you could see that. But I don't really do a cam, so fuck it. Castlevania 3 is a good game, even though it's really hard. I'm gonna do a Let's Play of it one day. Castlevania 4 is great. I'm definitely doing that one. Castlevania Bloodlines, and I believe there's one more on the Anniversary collection, or maybe not. Yeah, there's also the Castlevania Advanced collection, which are all the Castlevania games that came out on Game Boy Advance ported to modern consoles, which is pretty cool. Forgot which games they include, but they're also on the list. Superliminal, which is a puzzle game. Not have much to say about it because I didn't want to spoil myself how to solve the puzzles. I just know it's a game where you play around with the perspective. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. I heard it's a pretty decent hack and slash based on Samurai Jack, and I really liked Samurai Jack when I was a kid. Maybe I would even rewatch Samurai Jack just for this Let's Play. Kinda like I've been watching Lupin and talking about it in this fucking Let's Play. Not that I was watching Lupin specifically for this Let's Play, I was just watching it to catch up, because Part 6 came out. New Super Lucky's Tale. Super Lucky Tale, I guess, was a Game Boy game originally, so I'm assuming the new Super Lucky Tale is like some kind of a all-platform re-release of the first game, and perhaps it includes some new stuff, unless it's a sequel. I'm not sure about that. Awesome, my whole army's dead, and only thing remaining on my Decapons. I'm starting to think my Decapons aren't gonna pull through, and I'm gonna have to restart this fight again. Collection Lego Harry Potter, which involves Lego Harry Potter 1 and 2. I played through 1. I played it a whole lot on my computer when I was a kid. Lego Hobbit, never played that one, but it's a Lego game. It's based on The Hobbit. I like The Hobbit. Lego Lord of the Rings was never released on consoles, but I do have it on PC, so I'm gonna do that one as well. YS9 Monstrum Nox. It sounds fucking weird, right? But it's like a JRPG hack and slash. It's pretty cool. I played the 8 game. I haven't beaten it. I have to get back to it at some point. I kind of played it and then I just like stopped for no reason. But yeah, YS8 I have to beat. 8 is also on the list, so before we do 9, I guess we're gonna do 8. And I also used to play a fuck ton of the PS Vita YS game, because that was like a cool time period in my life where I was like really sick and I stayed home like a long time. And all I was doing was just laying in bed because I was so sick on my PS Vita playing YS, I think it was called Tales of Salsetta or something like that. And I was also just like chatting on Skype with my friends. That was a fondly remembered time period by me, back when I had friends. Stops the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. If you know what this game is, you probably understand why I want to make a Let's Play out of it, because it's just a fun game. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I forgot which games it includes, but they're gonna be fucking hard to beat. Oh, he's starting to actually show signs of weakness. Maybe I shouldn't give up just yet. Maybe I won't be actually giving up, and the rest of this video is really me just fighting him for this long. Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe. And I already did a Let's Play of 1. Which, now that I think about it, would have been way better if I did a Let's Play on it while playing it. It's on sale right now too, 30%. But Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures 2, I heard, is really fucking good. I know it's really fucking good. I watched James himself play through it. And also this collection includes like a bonus thing, where like it's kind of like 2.5. There's like a bonus chapter and shit. Hot Wheels Unleashed, which is a game I was looking forward to for a long time, and thankfully when it came out, it turns out the game is actually good. It's a really fun racing game. Recently I saw a trailer that they included some kind of a Gucci themed car. It looks really nice. Even I'm not a fan of Gucci, but the car looks nice. It's like a Cadillac. LA Noire. I mean, yeah, LA Noire. I don't have much to say about it. I remember when I saw it in stores when it came out, and I was like, what the fuck's this? Looks like Mafia. And back then Mafia 3 wasn't announced yet. I don't remember if Mafia 2 was out. I think it was. So I was like, oh, is this like Mafia, a new Mafia game? That's pretty nice. Except it's like set in LA and you're a detective, but it's kind of like Mafia. It's kind of what it is, actually. Costume Quest 2. I believe it's based on a cartoon. And it's made by the people who made Psychonauts 2. And the original Psychonauts. Emperor Legends. And Grim Fandango. You know, Double Fine Studios, I think, made this game. Mass Effect Legendary Collection. So that includes Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I played 2, and I almost beat it, but I didn't get to the end of it. I know my friend played a lot of 1, and he loved it. And I never played 3. But with the Legendary Collection, kinda sucks that it's for like $60. I think it's even more than 60, because it's fucking a big price. And yeah, I don't know, once it's on a discount I'll buy it. Parappa the Rapper Remastered speaks for itself, doesn't it? Parappa the Rapper 2. They came out around a similar time when Patapons was getting its remaster, so I was thinking more of like classic PlayStation PS1 games would get remastered. But only games that did was Parappa the Rapper and Patapons. And Loco Roco. But like, Ape Escape didn't get remastered or anything, it just kinda got re-released. Undertale. I've been curious about the playthrough of Undertale, because from what I understand, when you play through the game once, the second playthrough is different than the first one, because this game is meant to be played through multiple times. But if I did a Let's Play of it, I would just play through it once. But I would also like to play through it once myself. So if I play through it once myself, and then again on a Let's Play, the Let's Play would actually be different than my original playthrough, even if I was going with the same path, but I would probably try to go for a different path. So I think I'm gonna have to whip out my alternative PlayStation accounts for this one. Listed classic games, Aladdin and the Lion King. I know I want to do a Lion King Let's Play. Or do I? Maybe it's the Aladdin. I know one of the games I wanted to do a Let's Play on, and the other one not so much. But you can buy them separately. I don't remember. Arcade Archives, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, and from what I remember, Double Dragon 3 fucking sucks. They're kinda similar to Streets of Rage, I guess. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered. Yeah, it's a Persona game. Not much to say, I guess. Danganronpa 1, 2, 3. Something that sucks about these games is, first of all, a lot of people claim that they're shit. I don't know, I'm not a fan of visual games, visual novels, so why the fuck do I want to play these games and make Let's Plays out of them? I don't know. I just do. Don't ask me. But I do feel like this Let's Play would have been boring. It's just me reading a bunch of dialogue. Fucking sounds like a fucking horrible idea. Me doing voices for like 20-something... No, not 20-something. 16 characters. I can do this many voices. Blazing Chrome, which is basically a Contra game. I don't really have intentions to do Contra games. At least not yet. Maybe I'll later. Maybe I'll find out a bunch of Contra games on PlayStation and I'll fucking buy them all. Devil May Cry HD Collection, which involves 1, 2, 3, and 4. I already have DMC, the reboot. DMC is a good game. Just it kind of shits on Devil May Cry's legacy, that's the biggest problem. But you saw how my Decapons barely even dodged out of the way, they still got hit. Why do I even bother to dodge if my Patapons are still gonna be hit? So fucking dumb. Legend of Mana. Another Mana game. A third one. I believe this one is not as good as Trials of Mana, but I heard it's also pretty good. Moss. Actually, that's a VR game, and I don't know if I want to make a Let's Play out of that. Job Simulator, Trover Saves the Universe, Fantastic Contraptions, that's more VR games. The Warriors, which is a Rockstar game. I've been shitting on Rockstar recently, but The Warriors is a good game. Pile Up Box by Box. Looks like a fun platformer puzzle game, I don't know, it just looks pleasant. Sonic Colors Ultimate. That's another Sonic game. Why do I have Judgment twice on this list? And why is one of them on a discount while the other one isn't? What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, because it's a PS5 version of Judgment. Oh, so it's the PS5 remaster, which I heard is actually worse than the PS4 version. Well, whichever version is gonna be discounted the most, I'm getting. Lost Judgment. You know what, the Judgment games, I'm probably gonna not record them like immediately. I'm probably gonna wait for like, first I'm gonna try to finish Yakuza games, and then we're gonna maybe do Mafia games, and then I'm gonna probably do Judgment, so it'll be a while before I do that. Moss Book 2, which doesn't even have a price because the game's only announced, but you can already add it to the wish list. The Tourist, which also looks like a fun puzzle game. Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Yeah, it looks great. I really want to play it. It looks fucking dumb as fuck, but like really fun. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. No, a cut happened. Or did I fucked up? This is probably the point of 1 hour, right? Yes, it is. So I had to... The reason I lost my fever is because I had to restart the recording, as you can tell. I explained it before. Night in the Woods, Manhunt, Oddworld New and Tasty, Oddworld Soulstorm Enhanced Edition. I don't know what it enhanced about it is. Dragon Age Inquisition, Castlevania Advanced Collection, which I mentioned. This one is weird. Ono Chambara Z2 Chaos. Heard this game is dumb as fuck, so I wanna play it. My Friend Peppa Pig, another dumb as fucking game, so I wanna play it. Friday and Happiness Freak Apocalypse Episode 1. Which is a game that came out on Switch a while ago, but I don't have a Switch, so I never got to play it, even though the game looks really fun. It looks kinda like the South Park games. Zombie Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol, which are two really cool SNES co-op top-down shooters, I guess. Batman Arkham Collection, which doesn't involve Origins, but maybe I'll record Origins on a PC once I get some kind of a better PC. Star Wars Republic Commando, and Forager. These are all the games I have on my wish list. I keep them on a wish list because, like, every time one of them is delayed, I mean, this on a discount, I just buy it. Like, for example, recently I fucking managed to snatch Tomb Raider 2013 for, like... How much was it? It was, like, $6. Ah, man, my fucking throat. All this talking for this fucking long. It's fucking killing me. The boss is weak. He's dying slowly. But my army's also weak. I only got 2 Decapons and together they have less than half their health, so that kinda sucks. You think I'm able to pull this off, or will I have to restart? At this point I think it's too late to be restarting, so... I'm assuming I've beaten the boss at some point, and then the rest of the video is like the credits and the ending of the game. Oh my fucking back! Also, what happened to the princess from the last game that we met at the very end? What happened in between these fucking games? Whatever. Next episode of Lupin the Third starts kind of weird, it would confuse me, like am I even watching the right episode, because it just throws a bunch of characters that weren't shown in the last episode. So we know Goemon was training in the forest, in the woods, but then we like, next time we see him, he's like sitting in some shack with like an old man who apparently sharpened his sword. Which I guess he was like a good sharpener for swords, he just happened to find in the woods. And it's like, we weren't introduced to him, I thought maybe I watched the wrong episode first or something like that. Also, this episode is really Goemon focused. I kinda like it because it's not a filler episode about Goemon, it's a main episode about Goemon. And then the next thing we see is Jigen and Lupin. They're on a boat with Ami, wearing animal costumes. And I was like, this is like an episode in between that I completely missed when all this happens. Like when Goemon met this old man, they got these costumes on, and they reunited with Ami. But I guess not. So I guess they're just supposed to be like, I'm supposed to fill in for myself what they were doing. So I'm assuming Goemon just found an old man in the woods who sharpened his sword. And Jigen and Lupin were dressed in animal costumes to protect their fucking identity, because even normal disguises don't work anymore because the app can see right through it. If Goemon still kinda holds a grudge after finding out that the internet thinks he's just a henchman to Lupin, even though Lupin doesn't think of him as that, he thinks of him as his friend. Why is he fucking so mad? Why is Goemon not thinking critically in a situation like that? And I do like all the cameos of the bad guys from previous parts. For example, one of the bad guys that shows up is... They don't show up for too long, they just show up like little cameos. It's the guy who inspired the design of the main guy from Cowboy Bebop. I forget his name, but... They look almost exactly the same. Now what the fuck else happened? I kind of forgot what the hell happened in this episode. There was a lot of shit that happened and I really didn't care about. I think what happened next is like they go to the offices of the bad guy, and Ami's hacking through like his servers so that she would like crush the app, but the bad guy doesn't want it to be closed down. He's just really mad. And also he has like a partner, the main bad guy has like a partner who appeared in the third arc, and he was like more important in the third arc. And shit like that. I don't really know what the relationship is. I guess they're just friends who work together in this totally legal company, so you can't really call them such bad guys, because I guess it's all legal and people just allow themselves to be fucking... have their security fucking, you know, invaded. Yeah, then Goya must keep fucking being dumb about it. Like he keep asking Lupin about their relationship and what the fuck is going on between them, which was a thing that happened with Fujiko earlier. Fujiko like started like question what's the relationship between her and Lupin, and she never did before. Why does she care about it now all of a sudden? And now Goemon is pissed off because he heard somebody call him a henchman on the internet. Reminds me of that fucking... of Wreck-It Ralph 2. When Ralph goes all depressed because he heard someone call him fat on the internet. Like, jeez. Get the fuck over it, you fucking dumbass. And there's like a funny scene where they like laugh it up. Something like that. There's a bunch of like callbacks to part 1, where it shows recordings of Goemon fighting Lupin in part 1, because if you don't remember, in part 1 Goemon started off as a villain turned friend. He was an ally throughout the rest of part 1 after they finally became friends. I think the first time he appears, he's actually just a villain of that episode, and he appears again and he's like has a fist fight at the end with Lupin, and they just fight for so long they eventually start laughing and become friends. It's a really nice episode. Probably the most plot development Lupin ever had. Because since then, you know, Goemon was just his friend. And I really like the scene where, like... I mean, I don't like how the bank bad guy gets into Goemon's head and basically fucking makes him think Lupin is his enemy. I don't like that, but what I do like is when Goemon eventually, like, fights his own thoughts, and it's shown Goemon from part 5 fighting Goemon from part 1, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It's a cool visual. At the same time, Zenigata's making its way to there, but like, I mean, like, he's been doing like nothing throughout this part. He was like very important in the first arc, and then he kind of disappeared from the other arcs. Then he had one filler episode where he was the main focus, but he was like, had amnesia and shit. Jigen faces off against the main bad guy's partner, right? I mean, he doesn't face off against him, he just puts a gun to his head, but later he gets his gun knocked out of his hand, and it turns out the secondary main bad guy, the friend of the main bad guy, right? He knows Kung Fu, I guess, and he's probably gonna kick Jigen's ass. But that was like that's probably gonna happen next episode. And then Lupin finds Fujiko, which that's kind of his objective. He's only there to rescue Fujiko because she's been put in a cage. So Lupin's literally going to a castle where the main bad guy put the princess in a cage. That's at least the joke he makes. Then they gotta go to the castle and save Princess Fujiko. Is that a reference? Lupin saved princesses before. Yeah, Ami reveals that, you know, she's the daughter of the main bad guy, which we already probably fucking saw. Goemon shows up and he's this time really mad because the main bad guy got to his head. So they actually have a fight, Goemon and Lupin. And I always thought, alright, I can understand how Jigen stands a really good chance against Goemon, you know, even though I think, like, once Jigen runs out of bullets in his fucking revolver, Goemon's probably gonna go in for the kill. And anytime they fought before in some of the movies, I remember they fought, I feel like they've both been holding back. But I always felt like Goemon has to be holding back more than Jigen, because Goemon's just OP as fuck. You know, and he faces off against Lupin, and I guess Lupin has his gadgets and shit, but like Lupin's, you know, not that fucking... not some kind of a huge powerful warrior and shit. And yeah, they have a fight. It's pretty epic. It's pretty cool as fuck. It cuts back to all the fights they had before in part 1. I like this arc so far because it had a lot of callbacks to the previous parts, which make me think like watching all these previous parts was worth it just because of this. Yeah, and Goemon gets all pissed off. That's when that scene happens where he fights himself from part 1. And then he slashes Lupin on the chest, kind of proving that I guess Goemon is tougher than Lupin. But then Goemon snaps back to reality and he's crying about how he almost killed Lupin by accident. So I don't know where this fucking arc is gonna go, but there's only 3 episodes left of this arc. And this whole series pretty much, so... I guess after that I'm gonna watch part 6. There's also another show coming out recently. Like I'm only 3 episodes from finishing part 5 of Lupin the Third, and I'm only 1 episode from finishing Masters of the Universe Revelations, which I talked about in my Grand Theft Auto Let's Play. And another show coming out this month that has been coming out. It's already out. It's Blade Runner Black Lotus, which sounds pretty cool. I did see the Blade Runner movies, and I do like them decently. So maybe I'll actually fucking give it a go. And another thing, we found out when is the next season of Mandalorian coming out, because it's not really The Mandalorian, it's Book of Boba Fett, which I like to think about is that it's just Mandalorian 2.5. And it's coming out on 29th of December. I remember people making fun of that show. Disney had scheduled that there's gonna be 1 more Star Wars series coming out this year, and they really released it like at the very end of this year, on 29th of December, which is kind of funny, I guess. And I think I ran out of everything I wanted to say. Recapping these episodes, I purposely fucking... I'll tell you a secret, I was actually watching 2 of them right now when I was recapping them. Just so I would have something to say in this episode and I wouldn't stay quiet the whole fucking hour, 26 minutes. And we still have like 15 minutes left. So this is kind of slow. Very slow episode of me doing nothing. I'd like to say the commentary is the more interesting part than the game. Because all I'm doing is just fighting this one stupid fucking demon dog over and over. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna call this episode. Usually when I record an episode I get some kind of a idea what I'm gonna call it, but this time I got no fucking clue. I'll call it Demon Dog. Or some bullshit like that. I like when I come up with a clever name for an episode. That has something to do with the episode, what's happening in it. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just call an episode something stupid because I can't think of anything. Why do I even bother to give episodes names? I don't know. That's just kind of what I do. Let's Play Patapon episode 31 dash, not a slash. I don't know. Demon Dog, I guess. Now, if I don't name this episode Demon Dog, I'll be pissed. I'm talking about, like, that's the official name. Ah, man, this sucks. Yeah, what else sucks? Life, just in general. A lot of people have been saying that another cool show that's been coming out recently is Arcane, which is that League of Legends animated special, or whatever the fuck it is. And everybody's been saying like, oh man, Arcane is great, I want to play the game it's based off. And then you find out that League of Legends is a pile of garbage. Yeah, it is a pile of garbage, and Riot Games is also a pile of garbage, and I refuse to watch Arcane because of it. I don't wanna fucking even know what the fuck League of Legends is about. I don't even wanna know the lore of League of Legends, I just don't wanna have anything to do with it. If it was a show, just like based, like an original show, not based on anything, I would have been like, oh cool, I'm gonna watch it, maybe. Maybe I'm gonna watch it once I'm done with Lupin. But now it's like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. I refuse to. I don't wanna fucking see it. I did it, guys. I defeated the main bad guy and he turned into a bunch of bats and they blew up and I got an egg. And also his ball fell off? What is that? My two Decapons proven themselves to be the most capable warriors in my army. Very nice. I wish I could turn on the dislike count because I don't really get dislikes much. My channel gets so little attention, I don't get likes or dislikes, I just get nothing. Nobody cares about me. It really did help the little creators, didn't you, YouTube, by removing the dislike count. I really feel helped. Like, what the fuck is his ball doing? It's like bouncing up and down. Is that his eye? Or maybe his heart? Are we gonna eat it like we do with every boss fight? Is this Earthhand? Finally I got something to read. I don't know, Patapon, is it? I can't believe it. You can hear their voices in the background. Oh, great Oro, we give our thanks to the power of the drum. You look kinda weird with whenever they're in cutscenes. Hey, this is amazing. You're amazing. Great Oro, I think that's what he said. Let's venture out a little further. Where the fuck are we? What is the bottom of this place? What is this fucking gradient? They couldn't think of anything more creative than this? Look at the fucking banner and the Patapon's hats. They like are broken. They look like bootleg versions of themselves. I bought a Patapon shirt, by the way. I don't know why. I just found it on some Chinese website. Oh, look, an egg. Will I have to guide my Patapons one last time to reach the egg? Oh yeah, I have. Almighty Patapon, we pray to you. Guide your humble Patapons one last time, even though it looks fake as fuck. That's not my army. What do you think, I went through the whole game with 3 basic Yumi pawns with nothing in their equipment? Where's my actual army? Where's my hero Patapon? I guess Patapon was actually the true main character all along. What an asshole. Are they gonna attack the egg? Gonna kill it like they did everything else that got in their way? Are we really attacking the egg? Yes, we are. Why the fuck would we do that? I thought we were just supposed to approach it, not fucking destroy it. And Patapons really have no regard for other cultures, they just... only thing they care about is themselves. They're a bunch of fucking religious fucking fanatics. Ah, it's so bright. Maybe you shouldn't have destroyed, maybe it was like a nuclear bomb. I must keep my eyes open even if it burns out my eye. Yeah, it's fucking voice and screams. You can scream yourself if you want. My eye, my eye. I do like that they're saying eye instead of eyes. Because, well, they only have one eye. They're a bunch of walking eyeballs. Very cute walking eyeballs. Oh look, it's a rainbow. This whole game, the whole journey was just to see a rainbow. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Burn it. I'm so excited. For what? For it to disappear? Eh? Eh what? Huh? How is this episode still going? Oh, it's the princess again. Again. We already rescued her last game. What the fuck is this about? What's this? Oh, that was a nice snap. You sure took your time. Yeah, 40 episodes. I sure did. But thanks for saving me. No problem, bitch. You fucking got it. Are we the princess lady? Princess lady, that's her name. Giggles. She's hot. That's for Patapon standards. This is where your journey ends, Roro. What do you mean? Is he gonna die? He's not even here. Oh, there he is. I guess that's him, even though my Roro looked a bit different. I'm assuming that's supposed to be him. But I'm sorry to have to tell you this. What? Your mission is to restore the world. Not fucking destroy it, you moron. Go on now, Brave, and I'll wait here for your return. What? What? Wasn't listening. What you said? I gotta kill everybody? Alright, that was a good nap. The wind sure is nice here. Huh, Princess? How long have you been here? That's this fucking goofy-ass cutscene at the end. Sigh. Are you fucking kidding me with this fucking ending? Weren't we a couple of episodes fighting some kind of evil fucking tribe shamans that were trying to summon some kind of destructive forces to destroy the world? And this is the end? A princess tells me to save the world, and some funny shit happens, and we end on a fucking funny joke about how my character didn't even listen to what the princess told him. It's canonical, he didn't listen. Next game we're gonna have to kill everybody again. Just for shits and giggles. All the Patapons are going across the screen, credits roll. I guess this is the time to give my thoughts about the game, like I usually do. Oh, what can I say? I do love Patapons. I love the first game. I love this game too, but I do think it's a bit too fucking long and also way more difficult. And the final thought, I guess, is that I can't wait for them to remaster Patapon 3, and I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna play it and make a Let's Play of Patapon 3 at some point. And if they don't do that, then I guess I'm gonna get some kind of a PSP emulator and record that instead. Which will probably look worse, but whatever. Like I was saying a lot throughout this series, Patapon 3 is probably the most unique out of all these Patapon games, because this Patapon game looked a whole fucking lot like Patapon 1. It almost looked like a DLC to Patapon 1. Just like an extension of the story. But yeah, Patapon 3 is a lot different. So if you think Patapon 3 is gonna be just more of the same, like, we literally even fought the same monsters in this game as we did in Patapon 1. Even the main bad guy reappeared, except he wasn't the main one this time, but just like in the middle of the game. But yeah, in Patapon 3, I think a lot of monsters do reappear in Patapon 3, like the Dodongas definitely do, but there's like plenty more fucking monsters in Patapon 3. From what I remember, there's like a lightning lion, there's like a giant who doesn't even fit on the screen, which is fucking awesome, there's like dragons, like ice whatevers, I forgot what their name was. Not to mention there's a lot of monsters that appear in like normal levels. Like you're going across a level, you're fighting the bad guys, and all of a sudden a monster shows up. So there's a lot of these like smaller monsters that show up during other fights. It's pretty interesting in my opinion. Also the fact that your army is much slower, I mean much smaller, not slower, means that, you know, even though it's smaller, once you upgrade it, it's gonna be much more upgraded than any of your other armies. Like in this game, I still had a lot of Patapons that were just fucking weak by the end of the game. But a Patapon 3, that doesn't happen. Oh my god, 3 more minutes. I ran out of shit to say. I'm surprised I had stuff to say throughout this fucking hour-long episode. Ridiculous. I love their voices too. They're really silly. I like how they're walking around just all happy, but the backgrounds are like fucking scary looking right now. And Patapon 4, you think it will ever happen? I doubt it. Especially after the closure of Japan Studio, which are the people who made this game. They were closed down like last year, I believe. But people say like, oh my god, PlayStation closed down one of their like main studios, which was Japan Studio. I think they were just like rebranded, and now they're the people who made Astrobot, which is like Team Asobi, I think they're called. So Japan Studio just turned into Team Asobi. Oh my god, Princess, catch the fuck up! I don't want to watch you walk across the screen. Can you walk faster? Can you fly? Or we're gonna have to watch her walk across the screen, right? Oh, I guess not. He's like, oh my god, he ran away from me. Such a bummer. But then my awesome fucking Chad, main character, Roro, showed up and he picked up the caught girl, and now they're together on a horse. That's the most important fact, that the main guy got the girl. That's all I cared about. Sony Computer Entertainment. Awesome. Finished Patapon 2. And Grand Theft Auto Vice City the same day. Nice. I guess tomorrow I'm gonna do a bunch of... Oh look, now Zigotons, which were gone throughout this whole game, are back, and the Carmen are also probably enslaved and not part of our team. I doubt they're friends with us. I think Patapon just enslaved Carmens. And we're building a bridge, I guess. 2009. Sheesh, it's been a while. And also these credits and the last cutscenes were really blurry. Like they weren't very remastered very well. They were just taken from the PSP version. So yeah, that's it, that's the end. I guess Patapons are gonna eat the fucking whatever that thing is. And all my Patapons are dead. So that's it. See you fellas in the next series, bye.